Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week we are talking about if it is a bad idea to go wedding dress shopping alone. This is something that brides call Lovella all the time and ask, and I'm answering it for you in this video. Before we dive into this week's topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on. I am here for you, guiding you along the way leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you have found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, and wear so many different hats at Lovella Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Lovella Bridal, at Lovella Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Don't forget to hit the follow button on TikTok at Lovella Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert as well. Brides call in all the time to Lovella and they ask so many questions, right? They want to understand what the process is like, what we recommend, and all these questions that they have. And the number one question I get asked is, how many guests am I allowed to bring? Is it a bad idea to come in by myself at first? What is the best way to go about this? So a few things. You know your people. You know who is going to be a positive impact on your decision-making and process. You also know those who will be offended if you do not bring them. However, you also know yourself and you know how people's voices will either confuse you or create clarity for you. So this is something that is a decision that you have to make. And I want you to consider that this decision is not about everybody else. So if you are a people pleaser, for my people pleasing brides out there, and you're thinking about those who you're going to hurt their feelings of, this is not the time to think about it, because there is a way to do this that benefits you and includes everybody involved. So a few things that I recommend to go about this, and hopefully these resonate with you. First and foremost, there is the option of something that I call, and I wrote this in my book. I wrote a book, it's called I'm Getting Married and I Have Nothing to Wear, The Ultimate Guide to Finding Your Wedding Dress. I have what I call the bride's secret. Your fiance is not the only one that you can surprise on wedding day. You could technically surprise everybody with your wedding dress. So that's option one. You can go solo and surprise everybody. Or you could choose to bring everyone with you, and that works really great for you. Stores, however, do have a limit of how many guests that you can bring, so keep that in mind. At Lovella, we allow maximum of 3 guests to shop with you. I also have brides who will shop alone, which I recommend. If people's opinions get in your head and confuse you and do not serve you, don't do it. Shop alone, and you can buy the dress and bring people in for your gown inspection when your dress arrives, or for your alterations, or you bring people in once you've decided what you're buying and you just show them, hey, this is the dress I'm buying. Now, I've also had the scenario that does not go well, where you go wedding dress shopping by yourself. Then two scenarios here. You send all the photos to people and they start giving you all these opinions on photos. Do not recommend that, okay? Because when you send a photo, one, these dresses aren't fitting you properly. What if it's a bad photo of the dress? The detail, it translates differently in a photo. You're asking somebody to give an opinion on a dress that they didn't see your emotion in. They don't understand how you got there. When you try on dresses, there is a process of how you land at the dress you land. You try one on, you don't like it, you get to the next one. And then you liked this about a dress, so that encourages you to the next component. Maybe you like 3 different things about different dresses, and now we're stitching that together as one. You share that favorite where we stitch those 3 components into one. You share that with someone, and they give you negative feedback. But they they don't understand how you ended up there and why you like it. So sending photos is a big no-no. I do not recommend doing it. If you want someone's opinion and you're going to value their opinion and that opinion is going to impact your decision, they need to be with you every step of the way and they need to see all the dresses. So that's the biggest issue that I find. If you send photos or you bring people in at the end of your search and you've done it all by yourself, they don't understand how you got there. They haven't been a part of the journey you've been on that landed you. So you're expecting them to get excited about something that you're excited about, but they weren't on the journey with you. So you can't expect that level of excitement. So like I said in the beginning, you know your people, you know who's going to be valuable, you know yourself of what impacts the way in which you make your decisions, okay? So that is very valuable and important here, that you need to understand how you make decisions and how everybody impacts your decisions. And if you are going to have people involved, they should be involved every step of the way. You could, however, what I sometimes recommend is if you don't live in the same city or state, I have brides come in, we pick their favorites, and then they bring their important people with them to finalize. But what I do is I have the guests that are there go on our website or go on our Instagram, pick out dresses for the bride to try on. I want to go through this exercise of allowing the guests to pick so that when we land on what the bride wants, we don't just come out the gate with it. We allow them to see some dresses so that their palette warms up and they understand why the bride landed where she landed. I hope that that makes sense to you, so that if you are taking people in to show them things that you have tried on, that you warm them up with other things first. Don't just throw that. It's just not gonna go your way. It just isn't. People are gonna start throwing opinions and you're not gonna like it. So I'm not saying that that's how it always goes. Majority of the time it does go that way. I actually think brides who shop alone have so much more clarity and they can really hone in on what they like and what they don't like. And so I actually do recommend it. And as me being the people pleaser that I am, that I don't wanna hurt any family members, I know that loved ones would want to be included in this process. I probably would honestly just keep it me and my mom, and I would surprise everybody else and keep it really simple so that I don't let anybody else feel hurt that they weren't a part of the process, because it's only me and my mom and that's all anybody gets. And everybody else gets to be surprised, so nobody's feelings can get hurt that one person saw and another person didn't. But again, you know your people, you know you, do what works best for you. But given my experience, I do see a lot of success with brides who go shopping solo and then set it up for success in the ways that I suggested. I hope that you found this video helpful. For more videos and tips like these, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.